June the 24th, 2016. Several people have died when a storm system in West Virginia dumped historic amounts of rain. On June the 23rd, England was also pounded with rain which forced endless road closures. On June the 21st, about 200,000 people were forced to evacuate when major floods ravaged the southern parts of China, collapsing nearly 11,000 homes. An estimated $7.34 billion in damages. On June the 19th, landslides and floods killed dozens in Indonesia, affecting 16 districts with many villages still missing. June 2nd, 2016. Massive and deadly floods have suddenly taken the earth by storm. In Belgium, streets were submerged in overflowing creeks and rivers. In Romania, several died, hundreds evacuated, and several rural areas have been cut from the outside world. In Ukraine, all major highways were flooded with sometimes more than half a meter of water on the roads. Russia experienced high level of water in streets blocking transport in the city. In Mexico, hundreds of homes have been flooded by heavy rains. The east and central provinces of China are currently experiencing apocalyptical floods as well. Thousands of people have been evacuated, and hundreds of thousands are suffering material damage. In Texas, several soldiers died while others remain missing after an army troop carrier was swept away by raging floods. Nearly 2,000 homes so far have been affected in the region, and half of the state remains under a massive flood watch. Several people died after being hit hard in Europe with record rainfalls in Germany's Bavaria region, leaving scenes of horror and millions of dollars in damages. Meanwhile, in other parts of Europe, France has declared a flood emergency after several died, being hit by the highest water levels in 35 years when its banks burst with waters. Austria also was faced with flash flooding that sent residents fleeing to their rooftops. Kenya also undergoing floods which destroyed crops and wildlife, in a worldwide flood apocalypse. John 13:19. Now I tell you before it come, that when it is come to pass, ye may believe that I am he.
Entire earth got to watch right now. There's going to be some major flooding all over. And the reason why folks have to watch for flood is that God says he will no longer destroy the earth by flood.
Amen.
I hear somebody. So if God says he will no longer destroy the earth by flood, that means any flood coming quick. Come on. Did you get me? Did you get me?
Yes.
Did you get my analogy? Come on, somebody. So be very careful of this 9th hour. It's the hour of judgment. And God is very grieved with mankind.